I'm Chloe Butler and welcome to another episode of the Insurtech Show. On this episode, we explore collaboration. More specifically, we take a look at the collaboration between vlot and Avaloq. We find out why they chose to pair and see how it's been turning out for both companies. But before we get onto that, I sit down with Avaloq's Esther Kaufmann to discuss PSD2 and how it can trigger opportunities for insurance companies to better sell their insurance products.
I think PSD2 is a great opportunity for the insurance industry because PSD2 creates transparency and innovation based on the transparency. So the potential lies in highly personalized, customer-specific and even client-specific insurance products. So the potential is in enhanced sales performance and cross-selling opportunities. But this also creates value for the customers because customers want simple, convenient and useful insurance products. I'll give you an example. Once a client gives consent, then you as an insurance company can access the payment transaction information of the client and you can analyze this information. If your analytics show, for example, that the client has just bought a new computer for more than 2,000 euros, you can instantly offer an insurance for this new computer. And the customer will receive personalized and therefore relevant insurance offers.
Next up, we take a look at what Avaloq are bringing to the table for the banks. We also speak with vlot's Daniel Schmidheiny about what the collaboration means for them and how easy it is to integrate their solutions.
Avaloq is a unique position because we provide an end-to-end platform and even an open banking approach. So we provide all the digital client-facing channels that allow banks to offer insurance products and services in their banking applications. On the other hand, we allow access to the payment data in the banking applications so that insurance companies can link to the data. So it's really straightforward for Insurtech companies such as vlot to hook into our banking applications.
Can you tell me a bit about, what does working with digital platforms like Avaloq mean for vlot?
It's actually a very important part of our business. So as a small startup at the moment, we need to tap into cooperations with technology providers and platform providers like Avaloq. The core banking system of Avaloq is widely distributed in the Swiss market and also in the European and the global market. And building connections with the core of a banking system is key to our success in terms of scalability. So instead of talking with every single bank out there, and we've talked with a lot of banks and their main issue is, okay, this is all great, we love it, we think this is a great product. Okay, let's talk to the IT guys, and then it's like, IT, no, oh, this is not going down, this is not happening, this is too complicated because we have to integrate here and then, and oh, there's this and that. So by plugging it into the core, be that on the core banking level or maybe on the e-banking level, gives us we have one partner to talk to, the technology, and then we can scale into different banks from there, if obviously the banks are interested in our value proposition. That's one side of the story. And on the other side, the integration of insurance products into the banking world is also a difficult task for insurances. So they have to digitalize their products, they have to, if they talk with banks, they have to integrate, they have the same problems that we have. But if we do it like in one go with one core banking provider, we can actually match different insurance companies, different insurance products with different banks and their different needs through basically one plug that we plug in. So obviously that cooperation with Avaloq is for us of high interest. It's not easy. Again, it's a highly regulated market. There's data privacy and all of those topics that we have to cover, which slow down the process, but we know that there's no other way around. So we think that's a great opportunity, and obviously we're really thankful that we have a partner there that we can work together.
Can you tell me a bit about how easy it is for you to integrate your solutions into the different institutions?
The insurance world is complicated. It's, as I mentioned, highly regulated. So actually taking our full end-to-end approach, which we have with vlot, is quite a difficult task. It also depends on the innovation appetite of an insurance company. And what we've noticed is that touching too many different departments of an insurance company with our value proposition obviously makes it a lot more complex. So it's more the fact that we're opening up new distribution channels for insurances, and we're taking their products, their insurance product, and helping them distribute it into untapped sources of revenue, which in Switzerland is, as I mentioned, bank assurance. So this is not a big topic when we think that that has to change. And on the other hand, it's also these magic moments in the life of a customer where we think insurance has to be more present. And I think they're not doing a too good job with that distribution of being in the context or in the mind of a customer when it actually comes to those magic moments. And magic moments we mean like, you know, a child is born, you're buying a house, you're changing your job, you have a higher salary, you're getting divorced, all those kind of things, and that's where vlot comes in. So basically, we have two lines of business. One of them is a B2B2C approach. So we're actually helping insurances to distribute their products directly on the market in different ways, through agents, directly to the consumer. And the other one is that we have tools in place to make their internal processes a lot more efficient. So depending on the complexity of the project or the scope of the integration, obviously that comes along with how difficult it is to integrate. And we have different POCs, proof of concepts out there in different variations of, some of them are using our full tech stack, some of them are just using parts of it or testing parts of it. So yeah, to say, having said that, insurance companies have very, very old IT setups usually. So obviously integration is a challenge, but with our CTO and the technology we're using, we have very fast solutions if the insurance is willing to open up and integrate.
What would be the benefits for banks to work with insurtechs and insurance companies?
Mm-hmm. Well, through a cooperation between banks and insurances, the insurances could integrate their services into the banking applications of the banks. So, for example, through notifications or insurance offerings in the web banking or mobile banking apps of the bank. And this gives the banks the opportunity to increase their offering and in the end to increase their revenues. But it also enables them to actually meet the overall financial needs of the clients. So what I mean is, the moments when people decide to buy an insurance are rare. So it happens when you move, when you get married, when you buy a house, you buy expensive devices, or you're having a baby. So you buy an insurance when you actually need it, but then you want it instantly and conveniently. And this is where the banks can step in. They can actually identify and capture these rare moments. And as such, they can offer a holistic financial service approach that goes beyond the traditional banking. And what better for the customers than having everything in just one portal or one shop?
What we usually do with any of the banks, insurances or software providers is that we sit together and scope a proof of concept, which basically means that we take the MVP, the minimum viable product that they want to innovate or the process they want to innovate, and we use that part of our product which fits into that, which helps them to solve that problem. And then in a very small scale, we do a small pilot, test things through, see if it actually works. And that's usually a small group of testers, or it might just be an internal test to see if the technology actually works in their environment. And then you usually start talking about bringing this to the market. We're not in that phase yet, but we have multiple POCs running where we're talking with the different departments, the different stakeholders, and have like the good to go from the executives at the very top that we can tackle these problems, and with the help of our technology, bring this innovation into action within these institutions.
That's it from us. Thank you for watching, and be sure to join us on the next episode of the Insurtech Show.